Thank you all for coming. Sorry. See, Ladki for me is a very, ambitious film of my entire career. The reason because I was very heavily influenced by Bruce Lee in my college days and growing years, and he's been one of the primary causes why I became a director. Because for me, Bruce Lee was not just about fighting. There's individualistic attitude. There is a kind of a philosophy he has towards life, and I just wanted. That kind of drove me to making a very individualistic self-expression, where I took films as my call. And then I never really had a thing that I want to make a martial arts film. That's because India really doesn't have a culture of martial arts that much at the time. And but it always was at the back of my head. So when much later after I became a director, I kind of seen. The later day martial artists after the death of Bruce Lee, like from Donnie Yen to Jackie Chan to various others came, Jet Li, Tony Jaa. I always used to wonder why they are not seeming to understand the original art of Bruce Lee in terms of how he interpreted the fighting arts and the style which he adapted. They pretty much seem to be in a classical mold, whereas Bruce Lee was always against classical styles because he thought each person has to develop his own individual style, which is what the in the true meaning of original art is about. So that is when I slowly started thinking about, can I attempt a martial arts film? Then at a point of time, one more thing I realized is, Bruce Lee being a very small person, he's like a 5'7" guy with a body weight of hardly 60 kgs. But on screen, he made me believe he can beat up people twice his size and multiple of them, and it was very believable. I think a kind of a combination of the rage in his eyes and the fury and the speed and the agility and the extraordinary body he has. So then I thought, why not take it a step forward and make it into a girl? Because the whole point is a weak person cannot, and a girl is weaker, as generally believed. So that is when I fixed up the basic plot line to be a female-centric martial arts film. So like I said earlier, it was very difficult even to get a male martial art in India. So female though it was much more tougher, but finally at a point of time I managed to get POOJA's contact. And she happens to be a taekwondo champion and took part in many national and international tournaments. And then once I met her, I got her trained in Jeet Kune Do, which is the Bruce Lee style. Yeah, that's how the whole journey happened. And after that, I sent the footage to a Chinese company, and they were very impressed with Pooja's skills, and that was kind of really surprising because China is the motherland of martial arts. Like every greatest artist in China, from Bruce Lee onwards, came from China. So them being impressed with the Indian martial artist like POOJA was a huge this thing for us. So that's when it became Indo-Chinese co-production, and then lots of things, and we've been shooting for the last 3 years. But due to the COVID thing and various other related issues, it got delayed, and finally we're looking for a simultaneous release date. Incidentally, it is releasing on July 15th in China also in more than 40,000 screens. And so for me it is a very special film because I started my journey going on a cycle in Hyderabad to a theatre to watch Enter the Dragon when I didn't have money to buy the ticket. And now what inspired me in that theatre in Hyderabad, I managed to take that and convey in a certain film called Ladki, which is releasing in Bruce Lee's homeland in 40,000 screens. I think it's probably the greatest emotional high I've had in my career so far. Thank you.
Vanakkam. I want to thank you all for being here today. I was extremely excited when we were coming here to visit Chennai, and this is my, I think, third time visiting this beautiful city. Earlier when I came here, I came as a martial artist to participate in competition, but today I am here as an actor. So it's been a wonderful journey being a part of this film, and me, sir, and the makers of this film, the Indian makers and Chinese makers, we take immense pride in presenting Ladki. So as sir mentioned earlier, that we are releasing this film in China in 40,000 screens, and overall counting is 47,000, and still going up and up every day. So I think for a newcomer, it's like a dream come true thing happening for me. And sir is a dream maker. He has introduced so many actors, musicians, and directors in this industry. So as a fangirl of RGV sir, working with him on his dream project, it's been a like life changing journey for me. Let me tell you something about myself. I started my martial arts career when I was very young, I think 7 8 years old, and I started on a very basic level, like district, state, and then international level. So I have represented India in Asian Games and many other international tournaments. And in 2014, I have received government award from Maharashtra government for my lifetime achievement. So after this award, my father wanted me to do a regular job in a government office or somewhere, or become a policeman. So I told him that this is my dream. This is what I want to do in my life. I never thought that I will become an actor. But one day I got a call from sir's office, and they said that they're looking for a girl who can perform action. So that time I didn't know that this film is a tribute to Bruce Lee. So I went ahead to sir's office with my father in Mumbai, and I gave him a small demo of whatever little I could do, some kicks and some punches, and sir loved it, and he said, I think my search for Ladki ends here with you, and okay, you have 14 years of experience in Taekwondo, but this film is about Bruce Lee and his fighting style. So I want you to specifically train in Jeet Kune Do. So from there we started. From there I started learning Jeet Kune Do, and we did a lot of test shoots. And finally, when sir said that okay, you're ready to work in this film and do action, and then we started shooting for this film. So since I don't have any acting background, initially we started shooting the film from action scenes, and by the time we started shooting the acting scenes, I was pretty much comfortable in front of the camera. And throughout this journey, throughout the shooting of Ladki, sir guided me a lot, how to act, how to cry, how my character will fight, regarding everything, the intensity on my face, everything was explained to me very beautifully and very amazingly by sir. And it was clear in my head that I'm playing a fangirl of Bruce Lee, but in real life I'm a fan of Bruce Lee and RGV sir as well. So it was an amazing opportunity, and plus there was some burden or a responsibility was there on my shoulder, that we are paying a tribute to such legendary action figure, that is Bruce Lee. So that thing was in my mind, that there will be a lot of pressure, but positive pressure. So I've given my best. I feel I've given my heart and soul to this film, and I want everyone to come to the theaters on 15th of July, and please watch this film. I'm sure it will be a wonderful experience, and you guys will love the film. Thank you so much for coming here again. Thank you.